Hello everybody, welcome back to Control for episode 6.5. As promised, I figured that I would go ahead and I would read some of the stuff that I found off camera for you guys. Let's get to it. Look at all this stuff, oh my god, let's do it. Federal Bureau of Control, transcript of conversation. Subject, Dylan Faden. For review by Dr. Darling. Note, subject was alone during this outburst. Dylan Faden, you again. I thought I told you to leave me alone. Why are you showing me this? I can't do anything. Can't you see where I am? Can't you help me get the fuck out of here? You always show me things I can't do anything about. Stop showing me her. I don't care anymore. And I don't care about you. You both left me here to rot. Fuck off, you bitch. I will dig out my own brains if it means getting rid of you. I don't want you here. Get the fucking message. Subject repeated the phrase fuck off numerous times before being sedated at 1753. That is a good one to open on. Case 45 HQ 121. Agent killed during burp involving burp. Codename P6. Autopsy findings. Blunt force injuries of the head and neck. Extensive trauma of the abdominal region. Lacerations and contusions of the upper and lower torso. Fracture of the spinal cord between the L1 and L2 vertebrae. Avulsion fracture of the 3rd through 10th ribs, left and right. Blunt force injuries of the extremities. Abrasions, lacerations, and contusions of the extremities. Dislocation of left and right elbow. Dislocation of left and right knee. Conclusion. After examination, it was determined that the cause of death was internal bleeding that occurred when the burn was contorted to his burn. Dylan, you might need to relax. This is excessive. Shipping manifest. Willow AWE. Inventory list of recovered materials. A hollow sphere. Stone-like material. Vitrified soil. Burnt pieces of various sizes and colors. Animal carcasses. Possibly canine. Rusted metal bucket. Leather wallet. Aged shotgun cartridge. All materials go to the investigation sector for further analysis. Oh, that's cute. I was 9 or something when I found my dad's Old Gods album. I became a huge fan instantly. Well, maybe we should go listen to that music. I won't do it because it's probably copyrighted, but maybe you will. Jesus Christ, guys, look at this. Ordinary AWE Stage 1.A dump. Witness testimonies. The first slide was a room with dirty wallpaper and dolls on a shelf. There were lots of dolls. Dylan Faden. The house was empty. No one lived there. We played in there a lot. It was our secret playhouse. Jesse Faden. I went to school with Neil. Some kids called him Nosebleed Neil. Note, likely Neil Hosenberg, missing. It was mean. He had asthma. Tom, note, likely Tom Barlow, missing. And his gang, Freddie. Note, likely Frederick Bartwell, missing. Hugo. Note, no one by this name was found in public records. Bullied him. We brought Neil to the dump to play. Dylan Faden. Extrapolated information. Unconfirmed existence of additional slide. Designation house. What? Stage 1.B dump. The second slide we called the meadow, but it was really just an empty lot with a bunch of weeds. There was a shack and a phone line. It smelled like flowers there. It was powerful, intoxicating. We had crazy dreams there. It must have been because of the smell. I didn't like it. Didn't like losing control. In the dreams, everything was melting, and then when we'd come out, everything had melted around the projector. Jesse Faden. Neil was really into it. We found out he'd been coming there more and more on his own. Then Tom beat the secret out of Neil and found the projector. He and his goons took it. Jesse Faden. We thought Neil had got lost inside the meadow when Tom changed the slide, but that's not what happened. Dylan Faden. Extrapolated information, unconfirmed existence of additional slide designation meadow. So I think maybe what I'm getting right here is that these slides in the projector allow you to access places, and there are certain slides that are missing? Okay, that's interesting. After what had happened at school to Mrs. Chester, we started spying on Tom and saw where they took the projector. Dylan Faden. Tom and his troglodytes. were using the Sled Hill Cave as their headquarters. That's where the projector was. They'd been using the temple slide. We called it that, but really it was a broken concrete thing, like a warehouse or a bomb shelter, or something very dark. The Not Mother lived there with her babies, children, I don't know. She was feeding Tom and the others her milk. They were changing into little monsters. We called them dung monkeys. Jesse Faden. Very creative children. Unconfirmed existence of additional slide designation temple. Unconfirmed existence of paranatural entity designation not mother. Weird. Tom and the others had gotten worse, scarier. The math teacher, Miss Chester, tried to make them listen, and they pushed over a piano on her and broke her legs. Then Tom bashed her head in. Oof. Bye-bye, Mrs. Chester. I always liked her. I liked math. Dylan Faden. Good boy. That was the tipping point. It was Lord of the Flies level bad. The grown-ups realized something was wrong. The police came and literally dragged Tom and Hugo and the others away. Tom was screaming that the Not Mother would make them all go away. They enacted a curfew for every kid in Ordinary. Mom and Dad were pissed, asking us about the dump, about everything. I remember wanting them gone, like Tom had said. When we woke up the next morning, pretty much all the adults had just vanished. Was I responsible? Did I? I just don't know. Jesse Faden. Disappearance of majority of Ordinary's population confirmed to result from the slide projector related AWE. They're probably dead, but maybe we could still find where they went? Jesse and me followed the dung monkeys to the cave. There was a lot of them. More of the kids from town had joined up. It was really scary. Jesse grabbed the projector and we ran as fast as we could. They chased us. I fell and hurt my knee. Jesse tried to help me, but the dung monkeys were coming. They were just about to get us. But then Neil showed up. Neil looked like a dog. Like a melted dog. But I knew it was him. Neil said a lot of times he didn't like being a boy because Tom just beat him up. I think he liked being a dog. Dylan Faden. The projector wouldn't turn off, so we changed the slide to the hand. I heard her immediately. She promised to help. Oh, that must be, yeah. Jesse said that we should call her Polaris. It's because she was doing stars at school. Oh, that makes sense. So Jesse named this creature, not Polaris. Extrapolated information. Additional slide designation hand, SID 36, is verified and in Bureau possession. The slide, okay. Unconfirmed existence of paranatural entity designation Dog Neil. What the fuck? We went in and met Polaris, like a star. She told us we were special. She made us special. It felt like being born or reborn. The world fading in for the first time. Familiar, but somehow different. Jesse Faden. Polaris told us how to turn off the projector. The dung monkeys and the Not Mother were coming straight at us. Dylan was crying. I turned it off and they were gone. It was over. I took all the slides and burned them. All of them except hand. Jesse Faden. Unconfirmed existence of paranatural entity designation Polaris. That one's pretty confirmed by now. What's this Not Mother thing? That's creepy. I want to know about that. Weird. But that's it. That's all the ones I have on that. Suddenly, I wish there was more. Damn it. Case files. The jukebox. Item is to be kept in a secure location in the executive sector. The room must be sealed before usage to prevent unintentional transportation of staff. The classic 1950s jukebox made by Songmaster Entertainment Ltd. The jukebox was found with a single record inside, titled A Song for the Others by Brr. When the record is played in the object, anyone within earshot is translocated for as long as the album is playing. Those involved in the object's first known incident report being transported to a tropical beach. When this object is used in the oldest house, it only transports others to an area located in the recently manifested quarry threshold. Researchers theorize that the site's unique spatial density results in all transitioning material gravitating to its position, as has been observed with other Bureau equipment. The oldest house's unique nature could also be having an effect on the object itself. This object is not bound to any known individual. Attempts by Bureau staff to bind it have resulted in burn and should not be attempted again. An AWE occurred in the town of Ordinary, caused by an object of power, the slide projector. There is more, yay. Discovered by local children at the dump outside of town. When a specific set of slides are used in the projector, the projected images open doorways to other dimensions. Multiple slides were used by the children, resulting in the disappearance of the town's adult population. On August 30, 2002, siblings Dylan Faden, 10 years old, and Jesse Faden, 11 years old, they're 1 year apart, okay, were playing at the local dump when they found a discarded slide projector. The team led by Director Trench and Dr. Darling arrived at the site on September 14th. September 14th. What happened for 2 weeks? The AWE had ended, but the team found the Faden children, who led them to the slide projector and the slides, which had been burned with the exception of one. Oh, I see. Jesse escaped when agents attempted to detain the pair. In total, 17 surviving students were found in the town. All of them were brought in for questioning and tests. See interviews, and prime candidate program files, Details are largely based on interviews conducted with Dylan Faden. See interviews, for relevant information. And the obtained therapy sessions of Jesse Faden, as well as circumstantial evidence found at the Ordinary site. Note that accounts provided by all three sources contain conflicting data. Example, Dylan Faden claims that there were 8 slides for the projector. Jesse Faden mentioned 9 slides. The Bureau found 1 intact slide, designation 36, and the burnt remains of 6 others. Ooh. Unfortunately, these slides are too badly damaged to be used in the projector. Jesse Faden is believed to be the individual responsible for burning the slides. Dr. Darling has ordered that the entirety of the Ordinary town dump be brought to the Bureau for examination and analysis, with the hopes of finding additional slides or other altered materials. Due to the limited space in the investigation sector, this AWE will be investigated in the containment sector. The Wolf Globe. This item was found in the penthouse suite at Toronto, belonging to David Wolf, who was being investigated for illegally dealing in altered materials. Bureau agents raided his penthouse and found numerous paranatural belongings, including and this item. Mr. Wolf was arrested. Supplementary details article from the Toronto Daily. So, why would a 36-year-old Bay Street investment trader, filthy rich, married to a model, disappear overnight? That's the question that kept Toronto high society up at night this past week. Police say it's being looked into. Some nutjob radio show in the States claims he disappeared to join the Illuminati, but it's this reporter's opinion that Mr. Wolf, bored of his job, sick of his family, left it all behind to retire in some remote beach paradise. Now he's sipping Mai Tais and while the world thinks he's dead, except he's actually dead! Jasper Postbox. BlackRock paneling has proven effective in hindering but not eliminating the object's altered effect. Agents in the immediate vicinity may still experience paralysis. Keeping a distance of burnt feet from the cell is recommended unless agent is confirmed to be non-susceptible. A dark blue United States Postbox model burnt. Paint is chipped at the edges. The item itself is empty, with no mail discovered at the time of its retrieval. The item seizes the motor functions of organisms meeting an unknown criteria. Paralyzed subjects are still capable of moving their eyes and limited speech. During tests, approximately 16% of agents remained unaffected by the item. Age, gender, race, height, weight, blood type, eye color, clothing, place of birth, diet, heart rate, and socioeconomic standing are all factors proven to have no correlation to an individual's vulnerability to the item. Victims' states of mind were recorded during onset of paralysis, but no emotional correlation has yet been found. Interesting. Typewritten page, which this is the first we're hearing about this one. The page was discovered in an instance of the Ocean View Motel and Casino. Oh, I've been there. That was linked to the investigation sector. The page had been pushed into the motel's corridor from under the door with the symbol of a spiral. Appendix, text transcribed from the item. For 10 years, I've tried to write my escape, only sinking deeper. I used to know where fiction ends and reality begins. Here, they are all the same. It's a hideous trap, my every thought made real. Fear, desire. How can I ever know for sure I've escaped and not just lost in my own fantasy of it? That thought alone can drive you mad. The identifiable words in the scratched out portion: falls, bright falls, haunting, wake, Alan Wake, again, light switch, ocean, too late, and the final sentence: you've been warned. This game really, really, really wants you to know about Alan Wake. Director Trench, as head chief, I need to express my concern about rumors I've been hearing regarding mold appearing near some of my kitchens. I am alerting you that any food handled, prepared, or consumed in the vicinity of mold can be contaminated and unsafe for ingestion. Yes, this is a big thing. You need to deal with this. If I can verify these reports, then I will need to close multiple cafeterias. I realize that this would be an inconvenience to many, but as a caterer, I pride myself in keeping a pristine environment for food preparation and service, and also not turning my co-workers into fucking monsters. Sincerely, Jay Pullman, head chef of the Golden Chow Catering Company. Yes, good call. Get on that. By order of Dr. Darling, all work in the ordinary dump is to stop effective immediately. Resources will be allocated to the BARP department. Details will be forthcoming. This area will be sealed at the end of the month. Please remove all personal effects before that time. Any photographic slides, the type used in slide projectors found in the area, should be delivered to Dr. Darling immediately. Alright. The rest of the stuff on here, I want to show on camera, and by which I mean during the stream, and that took about 15 minutes, so already this has been pretty worth it. But, how about we go do something else, too? Tomasi, I would like another go at you, please. Yeah! Tomasi defeated! We'll come back and we'll collect on that next time. Oh, hey, secret thing over here. Let me check this room and make sure that there's nothing else I could read before we come back. Hey, what do you know? I actually did find one more thing to read. Sterling, AWE46. Local witnesses report a bright flash in the field at approximately BRM. No noise accompanied the light. Authorities had assumed the object fell from the sky, but our examination found the object actually manifested there, vaporizing the soil around it in an intense spherical burn, which possibly explains the light seen from the town. The object is a hollow sphere made of stone-like material. I think I'm standing on that. Structural analysis of the material does not burn on record. The sphere has a broken portion, as if something burnt from the object. Oh. The object has been inactive since arriving at the Bureau. The communications department officially stated to the press that the object was a small meteor, while also using the America Overnight program to burn. Hey, I think I just collected that, but we'll listen to it on camera. Note, the AWE will be studied in the containment sector until the spherical object is deemed safe to be transferred to the investigation sector. You talking about this thing, eh? Talk about this. As if something came out of it? What are you talking about? Where's that spot? I can't find it. Maybe it's on the bottom. Hard to say. It's also got a bunch of tiny rocks around it. I'm not completely sure what that's about. But either way, folks, I did what I came here to do. See you next time for Control Episode 7. And, yeah. Thanks for watching. Okay, bye.